address the European Day of Languages. We're very proud to be part of their program today. The European Day of Languages is a European-wide event. In many countries, there are local events that are very, very beautiful, colorful, culture, folklore, dances, events, games, you name it. And the EDL or your ECML.at website is full of beautiful pictures. You should have a look at it. We are listed as a so-called web activity. And this year they're going to nominate the most innovative event. So I'm hoping to be part of this nomination because we are the only web activity next to a blog. So you're one of the first, everybody. What I would like you to do, who are present, if you could you perhaps write one line into the text chat as to your professional background? And also I would like you to change and mention your Twitter handle, if you could, because I've prepared some tweets. I can then add you, no, mind you, not whilst I'm presenting actually. I'm going to present a picture. Jon is helping me because picture is a presentation format from Japan, as it sounds like it, yeah. It's 20 seconds per slide. I do not have any control over the slides, so they are auto-formatting, and this auto-formatting for me is doing Jon from Sweden today. After the slides, I would like to show you a couple of machinimas because we're talking about how to learn language, so we've got a couple of videos to look at, and then we will also have a little bit of a sneak. We're sitting on Edunation, and so I'm going to screen share Edunation for you. This way, with this recording, you will get a good overview of what, how can you really learn a language in virtual worlds. So, Jon, are you ready? A 23-year-old Swedish man, third year of studying cultural content, didactic aspects of computer games. I'm very delighted to have you with you. We don't know each other as of yet, but you volunteered. So wonderful. Ready? Okay, here's the countdown. So, okay, this presentation, as mentioned, is going to be a picture presentation. I have 20 seconds per slide. They will forward a little bit fast, so you won't be able to read the text very much, but I'm going to leave the slides there for you later on to browse through yourself. How can you learn a language in a virtual world? Well, I've been in a virtual world for 6 years nearly, and I've had a lot of experience with especially the Avalon project. So you've got to forward, I think, Jon. That's it, well done. This is a bit of the history of Let's Talk Online, which started in 2003 with a language school, and then came 2 European funded, both co-initiated by myself. Lancelot was about virtual classroom technology and Avalon about virtual worlds. So this is the question to you. Read only was Web 2.1.0, 2 only was read and write web. What is Web 3.0 going to be like? Now, my theory, okay, and I'm standing there not too alone, actually, Tim O'Reilly has also confirmed it, is that it will be read, write, and speak. Okay, we're going to speak via Skype, via instant messaging, via virtual worlds, via virtual classrooms, via webinars, and we're doing this already. I believe Web 3.0 has just about started with real-time communication via the internet. And this is the challenge we're facing, that we're facing a global kind of a very global population talking in English, talking in Spanish, and how do you actually learn the languages? We have several examples in virtual worlds, beautiful examples. Schools, this one's mentioned with Language Lab. Here is Instituto Español Second Life Anchibola, teaching Spanish. We have people tend to fall in love, people tend to separate. Surprisingly low. It's surprisingly low for the amount of people. I mean, there aren't that many people in Second Life as such. They're usually between 50,000 and 70,000 concurrent users of Second Life, 1.3 million regular ones and some 20 odd million signed up ones. But whilst time for the learners has not come as of yet, the time for the teachers has certainly come. And the time of the teachers to prepare themselves and to learn about Second Life and to learn about virtual worlds. And this was the objective of the Avalon project. With some 650,000 euro in funding, a teacher training course was developed, and in order to help teachers to in a 6-week course to get the skills to actually teach in a virtual world. And to teach in this virtual world is just another kettle of fish. Yeah, you just have totally different tools. Yeah, you have a different technology, you have different challenges, and above all, and this is what I think Goethe has done wrong, is you cannot sit the students on chairs. I mean, yes, you can, and you can do conversation classes, but it's getting really boring very quickly. So the Avalon project closed 2010 successfully with a huge database of courses that were run in Second Life, and a lot of experience, a lot of scenarios were designed. Yeah, very academic in nature. There were 23 European partners. It was beautiful, and now we're going to start the first Avalon course. And as I mentioned, the time for the learners has not come as of yet, but the time for the teachers has. And SLanguages is one of those conferences that address language educators in Second Life and is passing on exactly this know-how. You know, how do you actually teach a language in Second Life? We're going to, this is a pre-conference event, as you know, and we're going to look forward to 3 days from the 28th to the 30th of September of some 43 hours of program. And we're going to see presentations, workshops, amongst others, a 3-hour workshop on how to create machinima, two 3-hour workshops actually, a 3-hour symposium by the Freie Universität Berlin about social study that they've done in the Second Life. Then we're going to see keynotes by Stylianos Mystiakidis and by Dr. Cynthia Calon. Yeah, 2 fantastic keynote speakers. Workshop, ballet performances, parties, everything is there. So I'm hoping that language educators are coming to this fantastic conference. And here's my contact details. Yeah, I'm personally a very, very keen fan of Second Life, and I'm a much more keen fan on latest gadget here, machinima. And you're going to see some machinima now. I'm going to show you some films which I have prepared. SL Needs Us is a very good one. Thank you very much. You've done ever so well, Jon. We've got exactly, that's it, 7 minutes. Fantastic. Well done. You did it. Beautiful. Okay, this was the presentation. Now I'm going to show you some of the machinima that I was talking about, and hope you're going to enjoy those. This was the English one. Okay, we're going to have a few more for you. Okay, one of which is Familie Gomez, yeah, and that is how to learn Spanish. So if you pick out a couple of words in Spanish and understand them, and the words you understand, if you type them in the text chat, let me know. I think I've learned more Spanish during the film production. Very, very nice. Beautiful production. So I'm going to show a few more now. How to learn Italian. Now this is our star production of the Machinima workshop. Look. Wonderful production. I've been watching this so many times, I still love it to bits, because especially when he looks at the invoice and he goes like, cha-chong, you know, then he ends up in the kitchen. It's just a brilliant story, a fantastic sound, and this Fellini type production is just, and you have to understand that those who produce machinima, not the person who edited it, but those who produced the machinima, for them it was the very, very first time ever. Absolutely brilliant. So, some more. Which one have we got? One more. Okay. Agachon. Now French. Will you pick up some vocabulary in French? Let's see. Agachon. Agachon, where you can learn French. Very beautiful island. It's the replica of the real Arcachon near Bordeaux on the Atlantic coast. It's a fantastic, vibrant French community. So you can always go on the island. There are people around, hanging around, French speaking. Yeah, and this is the whole clue about Second Life, is that you learn a language, and in the environment where you are normally very local. Are pubs, clubs where native speakers mingle. So you can not only have your lessons there in a really fully immersive environment, but you can also socialize. And this is the amazing thing about Second Life. Yeah, exactly. So I've got another one, which is now a Dylan movie. And it's a very lean production, I could call it. German. Now, see whether you can understand the dialogue. That was a bit of a bit of a preview of our machinima weekend, because yes, our machinima are going to be one of the highlights next to educational game at the SLanguages conference. And we're going to see numerous ones of them. We're going to have an open air cinema viewing time Friday night. And then we have a little bit of a competition, I could say. Also, the Freie Universität Berlin, they're going to produce, I think, some 6 machinimas on their socio-cultural studies, which are ever so interesting. I've watched them all, and I must admit, I'm mind-boggling. Somebody, for example, who works as a journalist in Second Life, somebody was researching why do people wear tattoos. Another one was looking at a virtual child. Why do people have a child avatar? Then something about underwater worlds in Second Life. Then what else was there? Politics in Second Life. Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. So, and then of course our machinimas that we produced over a period this year since the Machinima workshop, of learning Italian, learning Spanish, learning French, English, learning, what was it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Politics in Second Life. Yes, even something as politics in Second Life. I could, amazing, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely amazing. Yeah. Okay. With this, I'm pretty much finished. I'm going to share my screen and just simply ask, do you have any questions? Because we're going to now have a look into the real world. Here, oh, Morgul is there.